Crewai makes it simple to create an AI workforce within minutes. And in this video, I will prove that to you. With Crewai, you can create a team of agents that will work together to solve pretty much any problem you can throw at them. This incredible project uses the powerful langchain framework under the hood and is quickly becoming a true competitor to Microsoft's AutoGen framework. The code is simple enough for non-coders to understand. Let's start by creating a new file in our Python project. Let's also create our virtual environment and let's activate it as well. Let's install Crewai by running pip install Crewai. I will also add my OpenAI API Key to an environment variable file, so therefore I'll add python.env as a dependency as well. In this project, I will create a research team that consists of two members, a researcher and a writer. You are of course welcome to add as many team members as you'd like. We will also give the researcher access to a search engine for performing its tasks. Let's start by importing a few things from Crewai. Agent represents our team members. Task represents, well, the tasks that we'd like the team members to complete. We can then use Crew to assign the team members and tasks to our team. Let's start by creating our team members. First, I will create a researcher which is equal to the agent class, and agent takes in a few properties. For role, we can pass in the title of the agent, like Senior Research Analyst. We can then use goal and backstory to prime the agent in understanding its purpose. We can set verbose to true, and this will output the agent's actions to the console. We can specify whether this agent is allowed to delegate work to other agents with the allow delegation property. This is optional, but we can also specify the model that should be used. And this can be any of the models supported by langchain. And this includes free open source models as well. But for this demo, we'll simply use the default model, which is one of the OpenAI GPT models. Speaking of which, go over to openai.com and generate your OpenAI API key. In our project, create a .env file, create a variable called OpenAI API Key, and paste in your key value. We now need to make our API key available to our code by loading load.env and executing this function. I also want to give my researcher the ability to search the internet. So let's install the DuckDuckGo search package. You can use any of the tools available in langchain, and you can even create your own. Be sure to check out the documentation for more info. Let's import DuckDuckGo search run from langchain tools, and let's instantiate the tool in our code. We can now make the tool available to any of our agents by passing in a tools property with a list of all the tools that we'd like to make available. I think that is all we need for our researcher agent. Let's create our writer agent. Let's create our writer agent by assigning a role, goal, and a backstory that we find suitable. Now that we have our team members, it would make sense to assign tasks to them. Let's create the first task for our researcher by creating a variable and assigning it to the task class. This task takes in two properties, description and the agent to which we want to assign this task. In this case, it's the researcher. Let's also create a task for our writer, and I think this task will suffice. Feel free to pause the video to have a look at the prompts that I've provided. Now that we have our tasks and our team members, all that remains is to create our team, or crew. We can do this by creating a variable called crew, which is equal to the crew class. The crew class takes in a few properties, and I'm sure you guessed it, a list of agents that belong to this team, like our researcher and writer. We can also add our tasks. So let's pass in task 1 and task 2. And in order to see what this team is doing behind the scenes, we can set verbose to either 1 or 2, depending on the logging level that you'd like. Now that we have our crew assembled, all that remains is for them to start work. We can do that by calling crew.kickoff. Let's also go ahead and print result. And that is it. Let's start our process in the terminal by running python main.py, and let's press enter. And we can now see the steps being executed by the senior research assistant. We can see that it is using the DuckDuckGo search tool, and scrolling down we can see all the inputs and outputs of this process. And then we can see the final answer that was produced by the research agent. And then further down we can see the steps being executed by our tech content strategist, as well as the final output.